Welcome, everyone, to a glimpse of the colorful tapestry that is my personal culture. Journey with me as we explore the intersections of parenthood, teaching, and the joys of simply being me. So let's start with the term culture. What does it mean? But more importantly, what does it mean to me? My definition of culture is shared beliefs, values, and behaviors shared by a group of people. It also includes their way of life, which shapes their interactions, perceptions, and experiences. My culture is my community, and my culture is my family. So when I think about what is my culture, I think about which boxes I would check. Here are a few of my boxes. I'm white, female, I live in Kansas, I have Irish and Polish ancestry. By definition, I am a Catholic. I'm a wife, a mother, a teacher, an avid reader, a music lover, a concert goer, and a Jeep owner. My culture is my family. I believe that to be true because we have similar shared experiences, perceptions, and interactions. We share the similar beliefs and values, and our behaviors are also similar. Here you see a picture of me with my husband and each one of my 5 children. Here are a few more pictures of my family. So then let's talk about exactly what our culture is, or my culture. Some examples include food. I would say we eat American food, which is probably more or less Americanized versions of Italian and Mexican most nights of the week. Some of the holidays that we celebrate are Christmas, Thanksgiving, Independence Day, and any holiday that extends our weekends from 2 days to 3. As you can see in this picture, our clothing is mostly comfortable and casual, t-shirts and jeans. At work, most days I wear a band t-shirt, jeans, and a teacher cardigan. Our home would be considered modern traditional. It's fairly new. It's a 2-story with a basement, which in our neighborhood is pretty typical of what we see. My culture also loves pets. Our family in particular has 2 dogs and a cat, and not pictured is a guinea pig and a fish. We've also owned ferrets, another dog, a couple dogs, and a couple other cats throughout the years. But these 3 are the main focus. We've got Charlie, who's our dachshund, Shelby, who's a Swedish laphound, and then we have our sweet little old lady cat, Ripley. So in the last 3 minutes, I've been able to show you a really rough overview of my culture as far as within my household. But there's a good chunk of me and my culture that lives outside of the house. Part of that is my job as a teacher. I teach high school English as well as debate and forensics. It takes up a lot of time outside of my home. As a teacher, I go to work every day because making lesson plans for a substitute is usually more work than just going to work. Plus, I enjoy seeing my students. I work late on Fridays and typically work every Saturday throughout the school year. That means a lot of time. It means that time is also a hot commodity, and I try to make good use of it to accomplish chores around the house, as well as quality time with my children, and then whatever is left is used for self-care. This is where the true intersection of my culture shows. Mom plus tired teacher. There's also the fact of me being just a human being. As a human being, I believe in being honest and responsible. I believe in natural consequences. For example, if one of my children forgets a math homework, I'm not going to take it to school, but rather they will have to face whatever the consequences are for their action. This helps them be less likely to forget such things again in the future. I believe in being kind and helpful. Donate what you can, when you can. I also believe in leaving things better than you found them, and I apply this to not only public places and campsites, but to my family. It's my job to make my children better than I am. I should not be their glass ceiling. Sharing my values and modeling positive behaviors is important to me to share with my children. Sometimes I also feel like I'm the special gatekeeper of my grandparents' traditions and values. But I'm also expected to change and adapt in order to prepare my children for the next generation, and not to hold them to the standards of the past. So while it is easy to check some boxes, my culture really is much more than that. Lots of pieces of me make up the mosaic, the tapestry of my culture. This is how I also know that my family and my community make up my culture. Because we have shared beliefs, values, and behaviors shared by the same group of people. It also includes their way of life, which shapes their interactions, perceptions, and experiences. So, my personal culture, well, that's it.